All right, welcome back to DXD Sports Week
The
18,
one and only.
final week of the NFL regular season. We got our picks. You're telling me I didn't do so hot
You
already
did
off the
not.
rip. Before we started, you're trying to tell me I don't do the stats. I don't even look back on the pod. I
Hey,
don't.
I do. I keep them. I was 15 for 1, and D was 9 for 7. Your boy cooked week 16. It is unreal. Dylan ain't gonna believe it. I say we gotta run through these games before we start the pod. But hey, this is it. We gotta run it back. And if it starts getting crazy, then we're gonna have to do a live keeping score check on
I
this for
I
next year.
asked for a stat guy on the last episode. We didn't run a Christmas episode, but
It is what it is. You took
I don't
some. You
know.
took L's. You took L's.
I
It
don't
was just.
believe it,
It
but
wasn't pretty. I'm out here just cooking. So I mean, I had a great week 16, but hey, it's all good.
great week. You did hit your first bet in a while. I saw you sent me a
I
snap.
did, man. I did it with your song, Olivia Rodrigo. I forgot
Good
what's it
for
called.
you. Good
Yeah,
for you.
Saudi. I'm 2 for 2 on college picks. I forgot to send you the first one I did too. But what's crazy about my pick, I was just doing it as a joke. I had $10. I'm like, let's just see. I did like over 60 for the one game, and I picked Notre Dame to win, and everybody thought Georgia was going to win that one. And then the Texas game, I did over 52. I scored like 56 total or something like that.
Nice.
It was all just a joke, and I can't
And that
believe
was
I hit
like
that.
that was like them running up the score at the end. Did you see the
Yeah,
last 2 minutes?
dude, that was all because of the
They were
double overtime.
like no sportsmanship whatsoever. They're running it up. Or
It was
no, I'm
crazy.
thinking of. Oh no, I'm talking about the Ole Miss game.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Yeah.
I'm talking about the ASU Texas game because it went to double overtime. That's why I got the overage because it was in double overtime. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. It was a
Yeah.
good. Your Ohio State team, man. Let's talk about your Ohio State team.
Buckeyes made a statement. I wish they would have kept the pedal on the foot on the
Yeah,
gas. Came up, made it a little closer, but still, that was a
that
whooping.
I
And
mean, I
that's what
got
we're capable of. So when we lose to Michigan only running the ball, like
that's
that's where I'm
crazy,
just like, what are we doing?
dude.
We should
Yeah,
have beaten
that
Michigan 56-0.
that team's your
Like,
kryptonite. I don't get it,
yeah, I
man.
don't know.
Coach Day needs to get it together when it comes to Michigan. I don't know why, because they've had different
I
coaches.
know.
It's not like, but no, dude, I'm picking your team this week
Over
against.
Texas.
Dude.
My Longhorns, man. We went down to Washington
I
earlier this
know.
year.
It hurts a little bit, but man, the way your team dominated that game, I was like, D has to be smiling from ear to ear. What was
Oh,
it,
yeah.
24-0 at half
It's
or
like
30?
34-8, I think.
Yeah, like I was even like watching it, and I was like, this is ridiculous. Like I'm done watching this game.
Yeah.
I was
I
like,
watched it because I was like,
I know.
you never know with Oregon. Once they scored that 8 points and they got ball back at half and they go down and scores like
Yeah.
34-15, I was like, I
Yeah,
was like,
and then
don't do this to
you
me.
guys answered right again and scored
Yeah.
again. That's when I was like, all right, this is over now. When they scored again, I'm like, yeah, we're good. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm taking Ohio State too. I'm not sure what the spread is in that game. I don't know
I
if
didn't
they.
look. What about Penn State and Notre Dame? I like Notre Dame versus Penn State. Notre
You
Dame,
like
I think
Notre Dame? Yeah. I
I'm
like
betting
Notre
on
Dame in that one too.
Notre Dame Ohio State this
Notre
week.
Dame's a slight favorite. Ohio State's -6.
-6, yeah. No, it's gonna be a good
Notre
one, man.
Dame's -1.5. So yeah, I like both those spreads. I would take Ohio State -6, Notre Dame -1.
Agreed. Agreed, man. Agreed.
Ohio State, they have no reason not to win this at this point.
Honestly, at this point, I think it's Ohio State to lose. Like the way
Yeah,
you don't dominate number one team like that and not go all the way to the championship. Like
I think
make a
that we
statement.
needed we needed that Michigan loss though.
I
Honestly,
think you
as
did.
weird
Humble
as
you a
it
little bit,
sounds,
wake you
I
up,
hate
snot
losing to
coast.
Michigan. Freaking that Barstool Dave Portnoy, man, I can't stand seeing that dude on my For You page.
Bro, just always about
I
Michigan.
feel like he has like a built-in, like he was gonna have a built-in excuse if we whooped him, like, and then
Yeah,
we end up losing. It's just like you're so pathetic, like.
I know.
But like if we would have whooped them, it would have been like, oh, this is our down year, this is our like
Exactly.
transition year.
Always got excuses in the
Yeah.
back pocket. It's like,
So
all right, whatever.
Yeah, so I got Ohio State win the whole thing.
I do too.
Not
I
like a
mean,
hot take, but my Buckeyes.
honestly, all I want is a good championship game. I don't want no blowout. I don't want it. I just want a good like back and forth. I want a Texas ASU championship type game. I want it in
I think
double.
Texas Ohio State will be like should be for the national. I don't think Penn State Notre Dame. Notre Dame's got
I think Notre Dame's a better matchup. Penn State,
yeah
they did not look good. I know they beat Boise State, but if you watch that game was a lot closer. And I do not like that Penn State quarterback. I don't even know what his name is. But that
Drew
cocky,
Aller.
yeah, man, that dude needs to chill out. Over here, just complaining about every call. I'm like, come on, just some Bieber looking dude, just like.
So what are our total picks at for overall for the
Well,
season? I know we've missed
know,
a few weeks.
since I dominated, week 16, your boy's finally up and this over. So you know how it is. Overall record, I'm 127 for 68. You're 125 for 70. TD picks, I'm 20 for 37. You're 25 for 32. You can shake your head all you want. It
Well,
is what it is.
I don't buy it.
Hey, hey,
That's
hey,
just it.
I got everything right here. You can go through at the end of
Okay.
the season. We can
I'm
line
not,
it up. And then next,
I'm supposed to be
hey,
able to trust you, but
dude, come on,
like
man.
I said, that's why we need independent, unbiased stat guy comes in,
No,
analyzes these podcasts.
that's not true. That's not true.
All right.
You're just upset because you're taking L's. I
Hey,
dominated.
hey, hey!
Can you just support me and be like,
I
hey,
came back
Nick,
fifth place in fantasy.
thought you were out.
You still got the playoffs.
Oh, I thought you didn't make the playoffs.
Well, it's top four make like the championship playoffs,
Oh,
and then
got you. Okay,
I
okay.
took fifth place. I was ranked last. I mean, I still have the worst record, but
How many people in that fantasy group? Like 10 of you?
10, yeah.
Not bad. Just can't say the same about your
You'll have to do it
Seahawks.
next year.
I don't do fantasy. I retired. You know this.
No, you're gonna do it next year.
I ain't doing it. I'm sick and tired when so and so's girlfriend doesn't know football and just dominates, or some dude that
That
never
was a bad
watches.
year. That was a bad year.
I'm not doing that again. Like that put a damper in my team. I'm not doing
Two
it.
of our girlfriends made like the championship that year.
Yeah, like dude, like all of our boys and girls like don't even watch football and they're just killing it. So shout out girls, you guys know how to pick games, man.
Magda's in the champ. I want to say she's in the championship.
Good for her. What about Cole?
She's not in it. She was in the playoffs, so she's going for third now.
What Cole do?
I'm playing Cole right now
At
for
you.
fifth place. I'm whooping him in the fifth and sixth. All right. I think other than our stat guy that needs to come in, I think we're good. We can roll into week 18.
You gotta chill with that. You
Week
just I hate
18
it.
picks. I
You're
just
such
don't
a
believe
hater.
it.
Hey, right here, right here. It's all right here, man.
What?
Documented. It's all right here. I don't know what to tell you.
All right.
Numbers don't lie. Numbers
All
don't
right.
lie.
Okay. All right. No Thursday night football this week. That's why we're doing this. Well, one of the reasons we're doing this podcast on a Friday night. Saturday games. We got two Saturday doubleheader. Browns 3-13 at your Ravens 11-5. Baltimore's I thought this was like a misread when I
No,
first saw this.
20 point favorites.
I got 19.5, yeah.
Yeah.
Over under is 41.5. I mean, Browns are what?
That's Brown 20 got three wins on the year.
They're on like a 5-game losing streak, so
I mean, Ravens are gonna win this game. Winning to lock up the AFC North. Quit playing around. Don't mess with your food. I'm not gonna go into a whole thing because you guys know how emotional I get and how passionate I get against my Ravens, but it's not even up for debate. This game we're gonna dominate. Now am I taking that spread? No, and you're gonna say
what?
no. I can see us dominating by like 14, 15, but 20, 19 and a half, dude, that's a lot. And it's a division game. I'd expect us to totally dominate and win this game, but I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep this win above you to see you cry at the end of this. So I'm doing Ravens money line. And Lamar's gonna be at the all-time passer rate. It's gonna be a beautiful day. It's gonna be a
I
beautiful day for
took
me.
Ravens money line as well.
All right.
I don't know that they cover that spread. I could take Browns plus 20, but you never know. It's a weird week because you don't resting starters, all that. You don't know if Ravens are going to play a full 4 quarters with their starters,
Exactly.
all that.
Exactly.
It's a weird
Exactly.
week for picks for me.
It is.
Eagles 8-8 at Steelers 10-6. He's a 2.5 point favorite. Over under is 48.5. What do they need? A win.
They need a
And
win and a
Dolphins
Broncos.
and Broncos, right?
They both
Dolphins
have
and
to. I
Broncos.
think they both have to lose for them to
Yeah.
get in. The NFL did us dirty with the scheduling because if the Ravens beat the Browns first, then the Steelers can sit all their starters to where the Bengals can get in. They want the Bengals in the playoffs. They want these Bengals in the playoffs.
That's why
NFL wants this team in, and I get why. They want to see that number one Joe Burrow gets in and has to play if they can win the first game and then go play the Chiefs. They want that. Everyone wants it. I
yeah,
get it.
but
I get it.
that's why my picks are kind of based off of that. I took Bengals money line in this one.
I did too.
Just because, like, I think that, like, I mean, you hear that narrative for the last 6 weeks or whatever. Oh, Bengals, this is our playoffs. They're on a hot streak. They're a hottest team in football right now. I just don't know that all those scenarios play out for them.
No, I think they get the win.
Like, if Ravens win, and like I said, scheduling, Ravens win, Steelers might set or bench their starters.
Exactly.
But you're
And
right. But I don't think the Broncos lose to
the
Chiefs.
I don't think I think
Chiefs
Broncos I
back
think
up. And then
yeah.
you need the Jets to beat the Dolphins.
Yeah. Come on, man. But then I heard today about the Jets is like, hey, they're probably going to play a little harder because it's Aaron Rodgers' last time as a Jet, so they can play spoilers as the Dolphins. I'm like, all right, I can kind of see that too. But what we seeing from the Jets, it seems like everyone's checked
My
out.
picks are based on Bengals making it, so I'm taking Bengals money line in this one.
All right.
That moves us to Sunday. Panthers 4 at Falcons 8-8. Atlanta's 7.5 point favorites. Over under is 47.5. I mean, Panthers get blown out by the Bucks. Falcons still got the slim chance.
I'm taking Falcons with the spread -7.5. I think Falcons come out and ball. Michael Penix is trying to get a vibe with his team. They're starting to get that chemistry up. They looked pretty good last game, so
So
I think they can
Falcons
cover
need a
this.
win and a Bucks loss.
Yeah, yes, they need a Bucks loss, but I don't see who the Bucks are playing this week. I don't see the Bucks losing either.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you took it safe.
You think
Well, I've been hearing that too, but then they were saying like if the Steelers get a first round exit, Kirk Cousins could go after Kirk Cousins for a year and see how he does. But then I was thinking about, Aaron Rodgers and Mike Thompson kind of have a little bromance going on. So you can see Mike Thompson like, yo, what's you with Aaron Rodgers for? You see, just for a year? Because I don't see them re-signing Russell Wilson and them if they can't make at least a push this year. If they do a first round exit, I think that Russell Wilson, Justin Fields experiment's over. Which, in my opinion, I think you should keep Justin Fields because he was like, 4-1 as a starter before Russell Wilson took over. I mean, and he's younger. I mean, we'll see, but I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, it's tough to talk about retirement. Like people talk about Rodgers and Cousins. I don't know that there's a team out there that wants Rodgers. I mean, I'm
All the
sure there are.
drama. You would be very afraid if you got.
Not even the drama. I'm not even talking about just like his play this year. I mean, pretty sure Zach Wilson almost had a better record or had
They
a better
did.
record.
They had a better record.
So it's like, I mean, you have the pieces there. You just, I don't know. Not putting it all on Rodgers, but it's tough
Big
to come
part,
back
though.
from it. He's old and Cousins, I think could still, he's still got a spot somewhere. Yeah. But yeah, I'm taking Falcons money line in this one.
Safe bet.
All right. Commanders 11-5 at Cowboys 7-9. Washington 6.5 point favorites. Over under is 44.5. Commanders get the big win over the Falcons. Cowboys, as we predicted, get blown out by they play Eagles.
Yeah. I mean, Dallas's last home game. Commanders are playing all the starters. I don't believe in Dallas. I'm taking Commanders in this one. I think Commanders, they're playing all their starters, so I think they're going to come out, maybe get a higher seed. I think if they win, they get a higher seed, I think maybe. I don't know. But I'm taking Commanders money line
I'm
this
not
one.
sure. I was like trying to like research all the different possibilities. I think
Yeah.
NFC's for the most part pretty locked up as far as seeding goes. I think it's, yeah, I just took Commanders money line. Is that what you did?
Yeah, same thing. I was thinking about doing that spread, but I was like, I think Dallas will probably come in. I guess the Commanders hitting like a last minute field goal to win this game. I don't know.
I think
I
I
didn't
would
like.
take them by the spread too. I think they win by double digits here, but Bears 4-12 at Packers 11-5. Green Bay is 10-point favorites. Over under 41.5.
I took the over.
Bears look great against my Seahawks. I'm so glad we got eliminated from the playoffs. Like
Yeah,
after
just
that game, I
you're
turned
just
it off.
done. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're just done.
we'll play for next year.
I mean, Packers are playing all their starters. No, I think they're going to be limited counts for all of them. I heard so. I mean, I just did the over in this one. I think if not, the Bears will put up some points. I can even see the Bears possibly sneaking this one out just because I think the Packers will probably get up and then pull their starters, and then the Bears would get some life and be, oh, let's try to win, and then they probably will because all the starters been pulling.
I don't
But
get these teams that have like 3 and 4 wins that are trying to win still. I don't know. We'll get into that a little bit later, but I just took Commanders money line, as you said. Like I don't know.
I
They
mean,
might play a half. They might
you
play,
Packers money line.
or yeah, Packers money line. Sorry, I was reading.
No, you're good. No, I feel that. I was gonna do that too, but I was just like, I don't know. I just feel like there's gonna be some teams that win that shouldn't be winning. You should probably just tank. But like the Raiders are winning right now. The Giants
There's gonna
won.
be there's gonna. Oh,
It's just
but
like,
like I said, we'll get into that. But
yeah.
Texans 9-7 at Titans 3-13. What you just took Packers money line in that one?
No, I took the over
Oh yeah.
41.5.
All right, Texans 9-7 at Titans 3-13. Tennessee's 2.5-point favorites. Over under is 36.5. I mean, Texans have clinched. That's why Titans
Yep.
are favored.
Yep. I did.
Not sure what Titans gain from winning, so
No, but like I can see them going out and freaking winning this game just because the Texans doesn't matter what happens with the Texans now. They can't go up or down and seed and pretty much locked in that position. So I went safe and did the over because that's a pretty low over under 36.5. So I was like, I'll do the over in this one. Put up some points. So I took the over.
I'm
Well,
rethinking. I'm
now
rethinking
now
this
you're
one.
rethinking. I don't trust the Texans. The Texans are on a bad skid. I think they're gonna get bounced in the first round again. I mean, they went far. Yeah, they got to the second round last year, but this year they just have not looked good. They have too many injuries. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't even think they're gonna play all the guys that are even healthy. Even if they were playing healthy, it'd probably still be a close game. So I don't know, man. What'd you have before though? What'd you have
I had
before?
Titans -2.5. I don't see what Titans gain from winning. Like that could only hurt them.
Yeah, but they're
So
going. But you know, there's gonna be something in here that
I
someone's gonna
know,
win. And
I
this is the game I
know.
see it. Texas has been playing bad. Titans are at home. They're gonna try to go out for their fans on a win on a high note, and they're gonna drop in the draft. But that's just what teams do.
That's what I'm.
It's a tough week to pick because these teams that should not want to win. So it's just a
I'll
crazy
just
week.
stick with what I wrote. I took Titans.
Titans money line? Or are you gonna do the
Yeah,
spread?
Titans
Titans.
my line to do the total in that one. That's
That's
a
what I.
smart. That's a by you.
But we can circle back. You can circle back. You can think about it. If
I'll
you,
stick with it.
like I said, if you
Uh,
really just like in it, just circle back. We'll go.
Jaguars 4-12 at Colts 7-9. Indianapolis is 5-point favorites. Over under is 43.5. This is the game I said we'll get into that. Both of these teams cost me last weekend.
I know that. Bro. See, right now you doing too emotional with these picks, and they did you dirty. They did you dirty. You want to talk about what happened? That
I
was gonna be
don't know what's worse. The Giants having the number 1 seed locked up
in winning.
and going out there and winning, to drop to like the number 4 overall pick, or the Colts losing to the team. It's got the number 1 pick locked up when they need to win to like have a chance at the playoff.
In the playoffs, exactly. I think it's Colts. I think it's
Wow,
worse that the Colts
Drew
lost to the
Lock
Giants.
just
Balled out. What up like almost
he was
40
like,
points.
"Oh, you're gonna draft a quarterback? I'll show you,
He's like,
dude."
you gotta keep me for another year now. You guys don't get your quarterback. I'm here. I'm him. I love it. I was dying.
Costing me a chance to win like
I
$1,000.
know.
And then the Jaguars, I needed them to score, what was it, 34 and a half points? They scored
33.
33.
And when you showed me that, I couldn't believe it. I just started dying laughing. I was like, what are the odds
I'm
that
hoping,
that happened?
I just took Colts money line on this one. I don't,
You want them to both tie? Is that what you?
yeah, they both deserve it. I don't know.
Hey man, that was funny.
Drew Lock, though, what was that, like his career best game?
Yeah, no, looked like a top 5 quarterback.
Jeez.
That was insane. I was laughing. Cause you told me I went snowboarding, so I didn't watch those games because my team played on Christmas. So you sent me that Snapchat, so I got your Snapchat. I'm like, wait, the Giants won? I was like, no, they didn't. I looked, I was like, wow. I looked at
I
the
just like
score.
kept thinking, I'm like, okay, this is like, they're going to pull them back. They're going to let them
Yeah.
score. Number 1
No,
seed locked up.
no, they didn't went out and balled. I think
Uh,
Malik Neighbors had like what 2 touchdowns or something crazy. Like
yeah,
he balled out.
big
It was
ones,
in this
yeah.
had like
Help me in fantasy. I got him on
171
fantasy.
yards or something receiving. I was like, this is insane. These those for like 400 yards. I'm like, Drew Luck threw for 400 yards. That's insane. Wow.
Ooh, next game we got Bills 13-3, Patriots 3-13. Buffalo's 2.5 point favorites. Over under is 38.5. I mean, Bills got the number 2 seed locked up.
Yeah, but you know why? He's still playing this week. He's starting this week because he's trying to get that MVP big game to lock it up. It ain't happening. Just take the L, Josh. Lamar's better. We all know this.
I think
I don't
Saquon
know.
deserves it, but I know they won't give it to him.
Oh, I agree. If anything, he should get it. But my boy, he's leading everything in pretty much every category. Don't even play. He's beating Josh Allen in literally every category except
No,
rushing
I know.
attempts and rushing touchdowns. Like,
I
okay.
know. I feel like there's like,
And Lamar still has over like 300 yards more than him. It's like he's like almost
I
double
think
him
they
in pick.
get bored of voting for the same person and
I
just
know
like,
that's voting for
that's
team. That's
all it
what it
is.
is.
Yeah. I mean, they got a great record, better than the Ravens, but
Yeah,
outside
but
of that,
Ravens smoked that earlier in the year, but no one wants to talk
yeah.
about that. But
Don't
it's all
forget.
good. People forget real quick. But if the roles were reversed, that's all that would be on Lamar's. I mean, Josh Allen's like takes on Sports Center and stuff. Well, he already beat Lamar this year. He beat Lamar, but yeah, it's whatever. This one is interesting to me because I know they're saying Josh Allen's starting, and I know he's going to try to ball out and have a big game. But okay, let's say he tries to take one of those runs and kind of gets hurt, and then they pull him. Like, there's a lot of issues with them trying to start. I don't know why you would start him, to be
Well,
honest.
Patriots, correct me if I'm wrong, Patriots have the number 1 draft pick, right?
I think so right now.
Right now? Yeah.
I think so right now.
So why would you, even if they played their backups, why would you, like, you got, like, unless you really love Drake May?
Yeah. But like Drake May played good against them earlier this year too. It was a closer game than people expected when they first played. So I mean, like,
I'm taking Bills money line. I think
I
Patriots are
I
smarter
I
than
think,
the Giants, and I'm praying that they are. I
gosh,
don't see why Patriots would try and win this game, but I was wrong last week, so
you know what? Just for the sake of just this game, I'm gonna go. I had Bills money line too, but I think they're gonna play spoiler in this one. I want them to just to end this MVP talk. So I'm gonna switch mine to Pat's money line. Let's go. Let's
all
make it a
right,
game. Let's go. I mean,
okay.
let's make it
I could,
interesting.
dude. After last week, I
Anything can
like
happen this
struggled
week.
with this pick. I was like, I don't know. Moves us into the spoiler from last week. The Giants 3-13 at Eagles 13-3. Philadelphia is a field goal favorite. Over under is 37.5. Like we talked about, Drew Lock goes off against the Colts. Eagles We could get into the Saquon Barkley debate.
Let's do it.
I think 1,000,000,000%. You give him 20 carries or whatever first half. See where he's at. I'm guessing he's gonna be 125 or 25 carries. He gets it against the Giants.
I agree. I think if he
I
plays
don't
this
think
game,
there's much risk of injury there.
yes, there is. He's a running back, man. Anything could happen. And honestly,
Played all
it
season.
doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter because Eric Dixon did it. The record is still being how he did it in shorter games. So even Saquon got it. He had an extra
Saquon had
game.
way less carries.
Not by that much, buddy. Actually, I don't think he did. Actually, I don't think he did. I don't know about that. We have to prove.
Dickerson played like 14 games.
Yeah, it was something crazy, but he had one less game. He's still like, if Eric Dixon had the schedule, I mean, had the like more games, like same games as Saquon, this record would never be even shattered. This record would never be touched. He has an extra game, and he still
Strongly
hasn't even
disagree
got
with
it.
you.
I'm just saying.
I think you give him the chance to break the record. Huge part of why you're there. I know they got a million pieces in Philadelphia. But
Why though? You locked up. You locked up. You locking up the number 2 seed. Why would you risk it? Why would you risk injuring him?
Chances come around once in a lifetime.
I agree, but it's not worth it. There's a bigger goal, man. Bigger goal. You're trying to get to that Super Bowl. Okay, you play him, and he gets hurt. Your Super Bowl window just went. Your Super Bowl hopes just went out the window. That man gets hurt, and the final game, it's over for the Eagles. They ain't winning. They ain't getting to the Super Bowl. With him, you have a chance. Without him, there is no chance you get into that Super Bowl without him.
I strongly disagree. I think you let him go get that record first half. Let him stiff it. Let him stiff it. See where he's at.
Doing it. He's doing it. He's doing it. He's gonna break the record with an extra game.
I know. He got pulled from the Giants game earlier this year. Everyone talked about that. He's like, let the young guys eat. Could have kept running it up. That's part of it. I know he's a humble guy. He's a team guy. I agree with all that.
I'm a big Saquon guy, and
records need to be broken, man. You gotta. It's like
he's done. He's gonna do it in more games though. So like you really break it. I don't think that's true. I don't think he had less carries than Eric Dixon. I don't think that's true.
Check it.
We will, and we'll talk about it next week.
We'll let the people fact check us in the comments. I guarantee it's less carries.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. He still got a game though. He got an extra game. He has an extra game. Man, don't disrespect the old heads like that.
They can play a game where they don't hand the ball off once, or they hand the ball off 100 times. Don't matter about games. It matters about carries.
I just don't think you're making it seem like he's had way less carries than Eric Dixon. I'm not buying that. I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure I saw that. I could be wrong.
You could be right too. I didn't know about
always
that.
Right, so I'd say I'm right.
That's not true. It's not true.
So I'm taking Eagles money line in this one. I think that they even. I don't know. I don't know what the Giants. The over-under is so low that it makes you want to think that they're just not going to score any points.
I know.
And then it's just like,
it's 30. I have 37.5. If that's what you have.
Yeah.
For the over-under. Yeah. This one was tough for me, man. I ain't gonna lie. Cause I heard they're not playing their starters. They're gonna send a lot of guys on offense. So I'm like, And then the Giants balled out, but I think that was a fluke. I think safe bet in this game.
I think you need to bench Drew Lock. He's going out there.
Yeah, I know. He's going to go out there a ball
to get you out the top 10 if you keep sledding.
I mean, safe bet is Eagles money line in this game, even with their starters.
I don't even know. I don't know.
But it's tough. I mean, that over under, it's appealing to me because like I was actually like leaning towards Giants +3. Cause I was like, you know what? Watch these fools coming.
I'm switching mine.
What you got?
I'm going over.
See that, and that's what I had too. I had Jets +3 or over 37.
37.5. Yeah, I'm going over 37.5. I'm switching mine.
Boom.
Stat guy. Make sure you get that correction in there.
I got it. D over 37.5, man. You better change it on your computer because you keep changing these picks in this pod and you don't change on your computer. Then you're like, I got that right. I was like, that's not what you put. And then I have to go back and rewatch every single episode and find it just to make sure I'm right. It's ridiculous. All right.
Are you sticking with the Eagles? I'm going over. Even with their backups, I think they score points because they can't sit all their starters.
No. They gotta play their defense. I'm gonna go ahead and change mine to Eagles money line. I had Giants +3, but I think that last game was a fluke. I'm not trusting that.
Drew Lock gonna make
He's
you
got
pay
me.
for that one.
I know. I agree. He's like, "Oh, I heard this, so now I'm gonna ball out again." I'm just gonna go Eagles money line. This one's weird to me. I don't know. We'll see. It is what
All
it is.
right. Next game, Saints 5-11 at Bucks 9-7. Base 13.5-point favorites. Over under is 43.5. Saints coming off the loss to the Raiders. Bucks violate the Panthers.
But don't Bucks have to win to get in still?
Yeah.
I took up straight Bucks money line on this one.
Bucks money line. Yeah, I don't. Who knows with the Saints? They might try and play spoilers, but like I said, they're sitting right there at that cusp of like 3, 4, 5 wins. Why? I like Bucks money line. I don't know. That one we got. Oh, go ahead.
I just think, you get. I just think Bucks, the incentive with Mike Evans, get 85 yards, you get 1,000 yards receiving for like the 10th year in a row, and if he gets 5 receptions, dude, there's a lot of good bets. I think I'm gonna cook a good parlay this week. I got a whole incentive list. So I'm gonna put some players in there, see what they got to do.
Cole sent me some.
Did you? I'll send you some stuff too. There's one on Twitter and stuff. The incentives. It's like, all right, okay, I'll see what's up.
So Baker's got one. Mike Evans got one.
Yep.
Forget the others.
Cortland Sutton has one. He got one. Who is it? Some Ravens have ones. There's a lot of players that have incentives. I'll look at that list and I'll send it to you. But I was like,
and those quarterbacks are going to make it.
Yeah, they're going to make it happen.
All right. So we got the number 1 seed in the AFC, the Chiefs, 15-1 at Broncos 9-7. Denver's 10.5-point favorites. Over under is 40.5. Like I said, Chiefs locked up the number 1 seed, playing their backups. Denver needs to win.
Denver gets this game. I think I'm confident Denver wins this game.
I'm playing for the Bengals. Like I told you at the beginning of this podcast, I'm taking Chiefs money line. I don't know why. I'm taking Chiefs money line.
I like it. I did not see that.
I think the NFL wants the Bengals in the playoff. It's the only chance they get to get in there. I'm taking Chiefs money line to ruin everything.
All right. I took Broncos money line.
Everyone's saying, "Oh, nobody wants to see the Bengals in the playoffs. They're the hottest team in the NFL." NFL's going to make it happen. Trust me. I'm taking Chiefs money line.
I was going to say that was a crazy pick, but now that whole little speech, really touched my heart. I'm still sticking with my pick, but you're right. NFL, those refs, watch some calls happen in this game to where it benefits the Chiefs this game. So you all thinking that's crazy. It's really not. I'm actually for that. I'm still going to rock with my Broncos. I believe in Bo Nix. Get it done. Get in the playoffs.
Denver money line?
Yeah, Broncos money line. I'm sticking with it. But, man, I like it. I did not expect you to say that, but, hey, I like it, man. Whew.
Chargers 10-6 at Raiders 4-12. Chargers are 3.5-point favorites. Over under is 41.5. Chargers coming off the blowout win over the Patriots, and Raiders
getting that win. Yeah, getting that win. Saints always play harder at the end of the season. It's happened last year. They play hard to end the season. In this game, I'm taking Raiders +3.5. I think they would keep this close. I think I'll take it. I did have over 41.5, but you know what? I gotta get one Raiders pick right this year. I gotta get one. So I'm taking it for the last week. Gonna switch it up. I know that's not a crazy, but hey, lose by field goal, I still get it. So I think you guys should lose by a field goal. They'll probably get blown out, but we'll see. Because Chargers,
I'm just taking Chargers money line on this one.
Yeah, it's smart. It's probably that's the best smart pick, but I want to go a little crazy with it this last week.
Apparently you got a cushion on me, so we'll see. All right, Seahawks 9-7 at Rams 10-6. Seattle's a touchdown favorite. Over under is 38.5. Seahawks started out so promising this year.
You were hyped. You were hyped, man.
3-0. We're looking good. I knew we had a tough schedule. Comes down to the loss that I told you would be the reason we don't make the playoffs. I lost to the Giants in like week 10 or whatever that was. And then we needed to go 1-1 against Packers or Vikings. 0-2.
You called the downfall. You called the downfall. I mean, the Rams are sending a lot of starters
Schedule
out.
playing the NFC North. No excuses. There's talks about, before I get into the game pick, I heard some ramblings about us going after, because like now Sam Darnold's a guy in Minnesota.
Yeah.
So like ramblings about us going after JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
I don't know that I love that. We'll see. I mean, I think he's already hurt. He hasn't even taken a snap in the NFL. Chino, I mean, he's like the fourth or fifth best passer. I don't get it. Doesn't make any sense.
He needs 185 yards this game to get a 500,000 bonus. I think it said on this sheet. So I think he's gonna come out slinging.
Rams are resting their starters.
Yeah, I took Seahawks money line in this one.
Yeah, Seahawks money line's a smart play.
Would you take? You did the same thing, or you switch up?
Seahawks money line. Usually 10 wins is like right at the cusp of like making the playoffs, but it's just so stacked this year.
Yeah,
should be there, but
you always got next year, buddy.
We'll lose on the tiebreaker to the Rams if we win. All right, Dolphins 8-8 at Jets 4-12. Miami's a 1.5 point favorite. Over under 38.5. Dolphins coming off back-to-back wins. They need a win to stay in the playoff chase. Jets get absolutely blown out by the Bills. But
with your whole thing, with your whole feeling, they have to win.
I'm taking Jets money line.
That's what I did too.
Jets money line. Burrow's in the playoffs. Who wants him? Who would he play? The Bills? Bills for sure.
And I know the Bills don't want to play against the Bengals right now. I'm telling you that right now.
Burrow.
And then
I'm a huge Bengals fan this playoff run. I'm going for the underdogs. Jets need the win.
It's gonna happen too. That's the crazy part. Like we already know this is gonna happen.
We'll see. Saturday will be big, and then Broncos obviously play Sunday. I don't know.
It's interesting, man.
Because a lot of things that need to happen.
Yeah, but the NFL wants it to happen. It's gonna happen.
But
it's gonna happen. Ridiculous, but it's gonna happen. I'm just gonna sit here next week on our pod, and you just have that stupid grin on your face from ear to ear. Like, yeah, I'm like, you're right. That's just what it is.
All right. And then we got the 49ers 6-10 at Cardinals 7-9. Cardinals are 4.5 point favorites. Over under is 42.5. Purdy's out now.
I heard.
I don't know how many other starters are out. So I told Zimmer's in the fantasy playoffs, and he has Kittle, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Backup quarterbacks love their tight ends, but I don't know. I don't know if he's going to have a huge game. He's down in the championship right now to Luis, scumbag commissioner. But I don't know in this one. I think Niners are the better team.
They are the better team. Just a little, if this helps persuade you, there is a lot of incentives for Kyle Murray in this game for rushing and passing.
I took Cards money line.
You did? Yeah. So I honestly did not know. So my pick was 49ers plus 9.5 or plus 4.5. But I didn't know Purdy wasn't playing this week. So I'm kind of up in the air about this right now. I just don't like the Cardinals, man. So, I'm going to stay with my pick.
There's going to be one of these teams that, like, we're just like, why would you try and win?
Yeah. Plus 4.5.
Not that Niners, I don't know.
Injury. They had the injury season. That's what happens. Yeah. You go to the NFC title games the last 4 years. It's going to play the toll. That's what happened. Every team goes through it. It's just the 49ers team this year.
All right. Brings us to our last game of Week 18, the last game of the 2024, 2025, I guess. Regular season, Sunday Night Football, game of the week. Vikings 14-2 at Lions 14-2. Detroit's a field goal favorite. Over under is 56.5. Battle for the North. I'll let you take this one first.
Man, you got Vikings looking good. They're looking good. Detroit, honestly, if I'm being honest, if Detroit didn't have 11 starters pretty much out on their defense, I would lean a lot towards the Detroit Lions in this game. But the way that the Vikings have been cooking and the way that everything's come together, they have a better defense ranking. I'm rocking with Sam Darnold and the Vikings this week. I think they get this dub. I think they get the
Vikings +3.
yeah. I'm taking them +3, and I think Vikings pull this one off. So I'm kind of being a little pussy doing the +3 because I stick with it, but I don't know. I think Vikings pull this one out, and I think for the first time, and I don't even know how many. I don't even know if they've ever even been a number one seed. They're gonna get that number one seed and have a bye and see how it goes from there. I mean,
Dan Campbell ain't letting that happen. Not a
I
chance.
mean, I can see
I'm
you saying
taking
that.
Lions money line. Dan Campbell's going to be that risk taker. Typically pays off for him. I'm taking Lions money line this one. He ain't letting that happen because all those 4th and 2, 4th and 3s that Vikings are going to punt.
Dude, their
Lions are going
defense,
for it.
man. Dude, their defense, they ain't gonna be able to stop Addison and Jefferson
We'll
and all
see.
that.
We'll see.
I don't know, man. I'm just not feeling that. I'm not feeling the Lions this week. I think.
I'll give you. You said Vikings +3. All right, Vikings +3. Lions money line.
I mean, I can change the money line. Doesn't matter. I just think Vikings got this one.
All
I
right.
do. I'll change the Vikings.
I
I'll do Vikings money line. Vikings money
all
line.
right. Vikings
Straight up. Just
at the
straight up.
line.
Just straight up. No
Yeah.
bullshit. Just straight up. You ever win or go home. That's what it is.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
like it.
I'm glad they put that Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, I'm glad they switched that. At first, it was supposed to be an afternoon game. I'm like, you really for the NFC North? That has to be the last game to end the season. Like, come on, man.
I mean, there are like a handful of games that matter, but that's the one that I think matters the most.
Exactly.
It's just crazy that one of these teams is going to drop down to like a 5 seed.
Yeah, and St. Brown, I don't know if you saw his interview today. He's like, they need to change the format. He's like, this is ridiculous. Like, we got 14.
Or like,
yes, it should be you go by record and then you go by division play that helps like boost you if you're tied. Like, division only matter in like certain scenarios. I just think it's ridiculous. I mean, if you win the division, you should automatically get in, but you shouldn't get a home playoff game. I'm sorry, that's a disgrace. You can tell me if the Bucks win, they're gonna get it like what on a 9-8 record
well, look at
or
the
whatever they.
Texans. Yeah.
Texans like, and they get a home playoff game. You got two teams that balled out this year, and they don't.
Bucks could be what, the 3 seed in the NFC? Yeah.
It's just crazy to me. It's just crazy to me. So
write a letter to Rob.
yeah, like he's gonna listen. That man's so stubborn. All his private jets and everything, all his perks he gets.
All right, that leads us to our final. Well, not final, but week 18 anytime touchdown picks. Who you got? I didn't have a chance. This is the last thing I did before the pod was the anytime touchdown picks, so I didn't really get to go through all those incentives or anything like that.
No, you good.
I'll give you my 4, and then you can do your well thought out incentive package or whatever. I did Jahmyr Gibbs.
It's a good one.
Think he gets in. I did Mike Evans.
Good pick.
Jamar Chase.
Dude, come on.
And I did Jordan Addison.
We got a little different ones, but I like it. All right. So my first one, Derrick Henry. He's going to probably score the first touchdown, run for 80 yards, and then pull him. My second one is Jamar Chase. Dude's balling. They got to ball out. He's going to ball out. We already know this.
All right, I'll switch mine. Then. We can't have the same one. Come on.
No,
I'll go T. Higgins.
T. Higgins over Jamar Chase? Okay.
Yeah, can't be doing the same picks.
No, that's why we wanted to go first, because I knew you were going to get a little something in there. And then my other one is T.J. Hawkinson. With everybody that's going to be covered in that game, they're going to forget about T.J. Hawkinson, and I can see him leaking up. Yeah, and then my last one, because I did have Mike Evans too, but I'll let you keep Mike Evans. because you got some incentives. But
Take a Bucky Irving.
no, you're good. I already got one. Since Josh Allen's playing and he's trying to get that MVP nod, you know he's gonna rush him for one. So, Derrick Henry, Jamar Chase, T.J. Hawkinson, Josh Allen. That's what I'm rolling with. But
all right, that concludes it then. Our final regular season pod for the boys.
Our first time doing this, first season of NFL Picks in, and we'll
be back for the playoffs. You'll see us in the playoffs.
Got some other stuff in the works, so it's gonna be good.
You got the Twitter up?
Nah,
I know he told you all 2 weeks ago he was gonna have this.
I know, I'm my bad. Just holidays and stuff, kind of got distracted. So that's all me. Sorry, fans.
Holidays, New Year's resolutions. Drew's trying to lose some weight. Proud of you, man.
Thanks, man. Ozempic and not drinking is really just boosting me up, man. Next year,
January, man.
Yeah, next season, next year for a pod, I'm gonna be shirtless the whole time, showing my 6-pack and everything. So it's gonna be lit.
Go. Ladies will love it. All right, like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch y'all next week. Any last words?
Nothing. Just run it up. Comments, guys. Do it all. Come on.
Like, comment, subscribe, DM, whatever.
Peace.
Yeah. Peace.